Welcome, Jokkmokk's back again. This time I'm going to look a little bit closer and talk about rain clothes. We have 3 different main types that I've been figuring out that we're using, and I'm going to tell you what they're good for and what they're not good for and so on. But let's roll the intro. Ciao!
We are Stina and Matti. We run a lifestyle company in the north of Swedish Lapland. For living, we work as nature guides and dog mushers. This is our life, our dream and our home. You're welcome to follow us on the journey.
So welcome, Jokkmokk's back again, and this time I'm going to talk a little bit about rain clothes. There is 3 main types of rain clothes we are using. The first one is this one. It's made of something we call galon in Sweden. I don't know the English name, maybe I can write it somewhere. This is totally waterproof from outside, but it's also waterproof from inside. So this is not the type you're going to use when you are physical active. This one we are using if we sitting still in a boat and fishing. We don't do that so much. Or we use it when we are on the quad and training the dogs. Because then you're not moving so much, you're sitting there for several hours and the rain is pouring over you. Then you don't get wet from outside at least. So that's the first type. So sorry they are dirty, but we use our stuff and we have used it for several years. And this is not the kind of unboxing, totally new things we don't know anything about. This is things we know a lot about. We have slept in them, lived in them, so on. Anyway, this is what they call, I will call it several layer expedition clothes, kind of expedition clothes. If you go to a normal outdoor shop, this is what they will sell to you. It's expensive, it's really tough, and they promise that it will breathe and totally 100% ventilation. That's not true. So here you have a lot of fabric that's called Gore Tex. You have Cutan, like this jacket is made of Cutan. These jackets are really sturdy. You can really use them a lot. You can go through forest, you can bushes and whatever. You can use them in the kennel with the dogs or everything. And these ones is 3 layers. So it's 1 layer outside, membrane, and 1 layer inside. Fabric, membrane, fabric. These clothes usually have a very good hoodie. This is what I like with them. A good hoodie, and they need a lot of ventilation. So only in this one you have this big hole under the jacket, under the armpit, under here. You need it because you will be warm, and it is like walking in a plastic bag when you have these ones. When you buy them, they promise you that they are breathing. They're not. Especially if you use them in winter time, because this is what people use a lot during the winter. You will get a layer of ice inside, but that's another story. Now we're talking about them as rain-proof shell that you put over. I use this late winter when it starts raining. I also use them late autumn, like now, October, when it's raining, because then you also have a different weather. You have storms, you have hard winds, snowing one day, raining next day. Then they are quite good. But I don't use them for hiking tours because it's really, really heavy. I don't know, but yesterday when I came home from my dog training tour, I think this was more than 1 kilo because it was wet. This fabric on the outside should not soak water, but this it do. A jacket like this is also from 1500 crowns. That's 150 euro or $150 up to, like this one was $700, I think, 700 euro. And it's a lot of money for a jacket. I wouldn't recommend it. Here you have another brand, Bergans. They make the same kind of principle, but it's the pants. Little bit lighter, not so tough as the jacket, but it's still the same principle. You have good ventilation on the sides, waterproof zippers, and also quite heavy. Probably almost, I don't know actually. But this one I use now when I'm training the dog this time of the year. I also use them during the winter sometimes. And then we have the last one. That's the lightweight rain clothes. They can be waterproof like this one, like plastic, and they can have membranes like this one. This is cheap, this is expensive. They are really lightweight. This jacket I'm wearing now, that jacket are 210 grams or something. No zipper, no pocket, just have this crazy rolling thing. This jacket was waterproof for one summer. Then it started leaking over the shoulder, it started leaking on the back where my backpack was warning it out. This cheaper jacket kept a lot of contents inside, but this cheaper jacket was very cheap. Like, I think I paid for pants and jacket $50. This was waterproof but collect a lot of contents from inside. This lightweight actually called Packaway. You should not wear them if it's not raining. You pack them away. So Packaway rain clothes. That's the same with this one and with the pants here and with this one. It's super lightweight clothes. And you should not use them if you not need them, because you will wear them out, especially over the shoulder and on the back. So you only use them when it's raining. This from Patagonia, I bought on outlet. I think I paid 1,000 crowns or something like that on a Swedish website outlet. Really good. And what's important then when you buy rain clothes? One important thing with a hoodie. I like a hoodie, so I can wear a cap like this and I can close it like this, because when it's raining I want this weather protection here. Another option is that you wear a hat like this, rain hat, fisherman's hat. This one should have a long thing here, so the rain is not coming in your neck. If you have this one, you hear more what's happening around you. If you compare to this one when you closed into this. I also like to have a pocket here. So I can have my telephone, or I can have camera batteries, a waterproof pocket somewhere. You should look that your pockets fit to your activity. If you paddle, you need to have access to your pocket even if you wear a life jacket. But if you are a climber, you need to have access to your pocket with a climbing harness. And I carry a lot of backpacks, so I need to have access to the pockets when I'm wearing my backpack. And with this rain jacket from Montane, I really missed pockets, because it was totally no pockets on this. When you're looking at pants, sometimes you have pockets on them, and that's very good. And also that some of the pockets are like ventilation, so you can open the pockets and ventilation. If you're looking at the leg, you should have a zipper here, so you could open up when you're taking the pants over your boots. If you can't zip it up here, you had to take off the boots every time when you want to put on the pants, rain pants. And that's super annoying, because sometimes the rain comes like this, and then you're sitting there with your boots, raining into the boots. So this is really important. You must be able to open up like this. And these pants from Patagonia, they also have a zipper so you can open up from above. You see? You can keep it closed around the boot and then you have it open here for ventilation. That's also really nice. Some of the rain clothes that you find have a second layer, a net or something like that in the whole pants or in the whole jacket. Don't buy that. That's not rain clothes, that's something else. Rain clothes should be one layer. You get condense inside, and then if you have something, a fabric inside the whole jacket, it may be cozy the first day when you take it on, but after a week on a hiking trail, when you can't dry the things, this will be soaking wet and then it's not so cozy. It should just be a simple pants or jacket, just one layer like this. So if you're going to making a hiking tour, you should pick the lightweight stuff that you pack away. If you want to do a tougher dog sled expedition in end of April, beginning of May, or a Canadian canoe tour with the Open Canadian in end of October, I would probably go for something like this expedition clothes. If I'm sitting in the boat and fishing, then this is good. Or if I'm sitting on the quad and training the dogs. Every time when you talk about equipment, it is one thing that's super important. You can manage to stay dry with all these things, but 30% is equipment. And I think almost 70% is how you use it, something like that. If you have a bad weather coming over you when you're out on a hiking tour, stay in the tent, stay dry, don't be wet. That's the best way to have a nice tour. Then next day when it's good weather or some hours later, then you can walk. And the equipment is just a little part of everything. So thank you for watching. If you like what you have seen or if you can have used of this, leave a comment if there is something more you want us to do. See you later.